Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Calvin. Today we are going to continue our series of desserts. So today we are going to make a key lime pie with a graham cracker crust. Now for this, our little spin on it, usually what you would use is straight sweetened condensed milk. We want to add a little bit of tropical flavor to it, so we have half sweetened condensed milk, half sweetened condensed coconut milk. You want 1 can of each, like the 14-ounce cans. So that will be for our filling. We also have half a cup of sour cream and about half a cup of fresh lime juice with some lime zest in it. And then for our crust, we have crushed graham crackers. We're gonna do 8 tablespoons of salted butter. So normally what you do, melt the butter, throw it in with the graham cracker, press it into the pie, bake it for bake it in the oven, 350 degrees, just for a couple minutes. Take it out, let it cool, put the filling in. It's not what we're gonna do today. So today we're gonna do what we usually do whenever we have a dish with butter in it. We want to brown the butter a little bit so that it adds a little bit of a nutty flavor to our graham cracker crust. So what we have is we have a pan that we're just getting hot. Start it off on low, work it up to medium, and then you want to put all of your butter in there. We're going to let that melt, and then we're going to let the heat actually brown the fat part of the butter. And this is just going to add another note, another layer to our graham cracker crust. While that is browning, let's get out another bowl. Let's start to make our filling. This one's pretty easy. It's just kind of dump all your ingredients together, mix them, and then throw them into the pie tin. So we want to get our oven at 350 degrees. All that goodness. Now, key limes are the best types of lime that you could use for this pie, but key limes don't exactly grow in the New Jersey area. So, I mean, whatever you could really find, like regular lemons would work. If your supermarket doesn't have key limes, but key limes are definitely the best type of lime for baking, flavor. And obviously the coconut is going to be a factor in this one as well. So really we're just looking to get those 4 ingredients incorporated. Now it's a fine line between burnt butter and brown butter. So once everything's melted, you can start to see the color changing it a little bit. Let's not walk away from this once it's at this stage. So really what you're looking for when you're doing this, you could actually see, so solid fats are gonna separate from the liquid. Solid fats fall to the bottom of the pan. You'll actually see what almost looks like browning flour, really. So once all these bubbles kind of dissipate, you'll start to see little specks on the bottom of the pan. Now this brings us to how far do we want it to go? How rich do we want it? How close do we want to kind of teeter to the edge, burnt and browned? Bring it right to that point. We just want to get our graham cracker crust in there. And we're just going to toast it right in the heater. We want all that butter to be incorporated. heat off right at that point. And kind of use the residual heat from the pan on the bottom to toast the way you want it to be toasted. Okay. Let's get that going. Okay. Now we're going to get this into our pan. I'm going to press it out. Let it cool. You can pop it right into the fridge, freezer, whatever gets it cooled down. Because obviously, if you pour this mixture while this is still hot, you won't have actually created a barrier, so everything will just kind of seep together. Kind of get it all pressed out. If you really wanted to. Try to push it up the edges. You could also wait until this cools down a little bit to start doing this, as it will be hot. Okay, once we have it like that, let's just pop it into the fridge. Get it cooled down. All right, so we are fresh out of the fridge here. Let's get our mixture poured right in. You can kind of eyeball. If you want it to go over the edge of your crust that you've made, which I will completely cover this graham cracker crust. Now we are going to throw it into the oven. It's at 350 degrees. It's going to bake for 10 minutes. And then we're going to take it out, and then you want to let it chill for, it should set within 3 to 4 hours, but your best bet is to make it the night before, let it chill overnight, and then come back to it. All right, so here we are next morning. Everything is nice and set. We can kind of shake the pie around and nothing actually happens. So that means that we are all set to cut this bad boy up. And it's always pretty difficult to make sure that your first cut comes out nice. All right, so we got the first slice out. As I expected, it would be tough. So the beauty of this recipe is whoever is cutting the pie gets the first slice because it's all messed up. But then after you get the first one out, everything else should be easy after that. And then you get a nice set curd in there. Graham cracker crust is really good. So that'll be it for this week, and I will see you guys next time.